Hi everybody, it's Paul. I'm continuing on with my series of things that you can do in the off season to help get you ready for next year. And once again, I'm here at T-Box. It's a beautiful facility. It's got all of the technology and all the data that you could ever want to fix your swing. And I'm going to go over a couple of things. And today's topic is on tempo versus speed. What's the difference between tempo and speed in your swing? Well, speed is how fast your club is moving at the moment it hits the ball. And tempo is how was that speed generated? How did it accelerate? Where did it flow? How did it get to that speed? Now, a lot of times when I'm teaching, in order to execute a drill properly, we need to be working with a better speed, an easier speed that we can execute a new drill. So I'll tell the person, I want you to take 25% off your swing. I want you to take 40% off your swing. And they do, and they hit the ball so good, and then they go, wow, I hit it so much better when I swing slower. And then I show them their swing speed, and it's not slower at all. What they felt was slow was a better rhythm. I've got a 7-iron here, and I'm going to swing this as hard as I can for 2 shots. And then I'm going to take what I feel is 25% off, and then 40% off, and we're going to see what the difference was. Okay, so the first 2 swings are at full speed, as hard and as violent as I can make it. Okay. Not interested on actually where the ball goes. What am I doing to generate power? So that's 85 miles an hour club head speed on that one. 85 miles an hour. Let's remember that. The next one. $85 miles an hour. Now, if I told someone, I want you to take 25% off of that. So I want you to take a quarter of that speed away, 25% off. So my club head speed now should be about 62, 63 if I was to take 25% off. So I'm going to swing at what I feel is a 25% reduction in oomph. Okay? Taking 25% off. That's 80 miles an hour. Nowhere near the 62 that I thought it would generate. 80 miles an hour. Let's go again. Taking 25% off of my initial violent swing. $80 miles an hour. So I have lost basically 3 or 4 miles an hour on what I feel is 25% less. Now, let's go all the way down. Let's say I want to take 40% off in the feel. Taking 40% of that power away. Well, at 82 or 83 miles an hour, if I take 40% away, that should be roughly about 30, 32 miles an hour reduction, so I should be down closer to 50 now. But let's see what happens when I feel like I've taken 40% away. $81 miles an hour. 81 miles an hour. I lost 2 to 3 miles an hour by reducing my feel by 40%. Isn't that crazy? All right, 40% reduction again. $80.5. Isn't that crazy? I took 40% of my feel of power away, and I lost 3 miles an hour. Now, if everything was equal, and both hits were perfect, 3 miles an hour would be about 7 yards. I lost 7 yards potentially going from that violence down to this. But I didn't lose anything. There's a 166-yard carry with a swing that felt like I was just waving at it to move it out a couple of yards. Isn't that crazy? Here we go again. Full power, full force, full violence. That's what I see out of so many people when they're playing. There's 85 again. 84.9. My carry was 151 because I'm not going to strike it well. Now, Paul, take 40% off of that. That's what I hear the instructor saying. Take 40% off of that 85. Okay. $81. That answers the question of why when people say, oh, it goes so much better when I swing slower. That's not slower, really. 85 to 81, insignificant amount of difference producing a better ball flight. So folks, practice. Get in on a simulator like this at T-Box. Look at your numbers. Look at your club head speed when you change rhythm and you change the amount of effort. And if you're not losing club head speed, but you're putting in less effort and less force and less violence, isn't that a good thing? Give this a try. You'll play better golf. You'll shoot lower scores. And most of all, your body will thank you for it. Thanks again for watching. I'm Paul Kelly.